Did you know you can make your Bitmoji animated in a Google slide? I'm going to show you how in a couple quick, easy steps. It is much easier than it looks, I promise you. So in the previous video you watched, you set up your classroom header, you set up a virtual classroom using a Google slide. This is the same setup. This is the same settings as the previous video so that it fits inside a Google Classroom header. But again, if you wanted to use this for other purposes, you could just leave it at the custom setting that a slide is usually in. This is set up the same way it was before. And once you have your classroom all done, to make your Bitmoji animated and coming into your classroom, before you put your Bitmoji in, duplicate your slides just like they are. So take a rough estimate, maybe between 13, 15 different steps. You can have as few or as many as you want. It depends on how animated you want your classroom to be. All right, so up at your first one, that's where your sequence is going to start. So most of the ones I've seen move from left to right. So up in the corner, I'm going to pull how I would like mine to start. So I'm going to have my Bitmoji parachuting into the room. And I'm going to copy and paste right into my next slide. So that way the Bitmoji stays the same size or similar to it to make an easier transition in your animation. So to copy it, I'm going to hit Command C, go to my second slide, Command V to paste her in, and there she is. I'm going to pull her down a little bit, make her a little bit bigger, Command C again, V, all right, now I'm going to pull a new one in. Have my Bitmoji give the classroom a wave. If you don't like the way your Bitmoji is facing, you can always change it by Control, click your mouse, and you can rotate. So I want her to wave the other side. So I'm going to flip her horizontally and she's turned around. All right, now I'm going to have her do a cartwheel. And to tip it, this dot right up here at the top, you can rotate as well a little bit. And I'm definitely going to copy this one, Command C, to keep them the same size. And then the kids really appreciate this when you throw a little dab in your animation. And finally, taking a break from all that cartwheeling. So you could take your time too and kind of, like a flip book, go through and make sure there's a good sequence to it. And once you're happy with your animation, how it would look, there is a Chrome extension called Creator Studio. And I've already found that. I found that with your Get add-ons, and you would just type in Creator Studio and add that as an extension. So I already have it. I'm going to open it up. All right, so your Creator Studio is open. You want to set your pixels for this for 1600. This is where you select speed by the number of seconds. So 2, I think, is a good number, but you can go faster or slower. It depends on your animation and what your Bitmoji is doing in your classroom header. And you want to make sure that you have your animated GIF selected. So once these are all done, you have your 1600 pixels, the number of seconds in between motions, and animated GIF. Hit go. Once it's done, when you go back into your drive, there then is you'll find a folder in your Google Drive called Creator Studio. So you'll open that one up, click your mouse, download it. Upload a photo. You can just drag it and drop it right here. And again, resize it so that you're capturing your whole classroom. Select class theme. And you've just upgraded your header a bit. Now you have a Bitmoji that is animated and greeting your students in an online environment, and it just puts a really fun personal touch to your online environment. So have fun with this.